Australians are days away from finding out if an Indigenous voice to Parliament will be enshrined in the Constitution. Lauren Forbes joins us from Cairns in Far North Queensland. Lauren, what's the mood there? How are locals feeling?
Ashley, in the heart of tropical Far North Queensland, the Voice to Parliament referendum seems to be stirring the hearts and minds of locals here in Cairns. Have a listen to what the mood is.
Just voting for the yes vote. Worked for the last 2.5 years in the Northern Territory. Definitely seeing the inequality there. Something needs to change. So voting yes, hopefully for a better future.
I think people are saying no to Albo, and I think he's getting the message very, very clear.
Yes. Yes. I vote yes because I'm one part Aborigine from here.
I voted no. Yeah.
And why are you voting no?
I'm not too sure. Yeah.
I'm going to vote for that's my business and I'm not telling anybody.
Hey, do you want to give us some hints?
Yes, no.
First Nations people make up a diverse part of Far North Queensland's fabric. Out of the 175,000 people here, 16.3% is Indigenous or Torres Strait Islander. Now, as that vote nears, both advocates of the Yes Camp and No campaign recognise Queensland has a long way to go in closing the gap.
Education and investing in our young people is something that our elders and my generation are really worried about. And so we want a platform to talk about those things. We have solutions. We've been working on programs like the Cape York Leaders program that we know that when we support our kids the right way, we get 100% Year 12 completion outcomes.
But long-standing MP for the Far North Queensland seat of Leichhardt, Warren Edge, opposes the Voice to Parliament. Although he's not actively campaigning for the no vote, he has made his opinion known. He believes the model won't represent or address any issues in remote, disadvantaged Indigenous communities.
In my view, we've got to get away from these self-elected metropolitan elites, and we've got to start listening to the popularly elected, successful leaders in these remote communities, and we've got to make it regional because each region is different. Listen to them. It's not rocket science, and they have been pleading for that to happen.
The latest Newspoll by The Australian shows the Voice to Parliament support is down to 34%. That's nationwide, and a 2% slip in the past fortnight. Now, if you look at Queensland, just 3 electorates across the state are in support of a voice, and that's according to UK news polling by Focal Data, and it shows just 72.9% oppose the Voice to Parliament in Far North Queensland. But as you heard there, Ashley, lots of residents in Cairns and Far North Queensland seem quite divided ahead of Saturday.
Lauren Forbes, thank you. Well, this Saturday's referendum is Australia's first in 24 years, and for more than 6 million people, it marks the first time they've ever voted on a proposed constitutional change. So before you head to a polling booth this week, here's everything you need to know about how referendums work and where they're won or lost.
So what is the Voice referendum? It's a national vote where Australians decide whether to change the Constitution to recognise Indigenous people by establishing a body called the Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander Voice. Voting will take place on October 14, and it's compulsory for all registered voters. If you fail to vote, you face a fine of $20. On the voting slip, you'll be required to physically write the words yes or no in response to the following question. A proposed law to alter the Constitution to recognise the First Peoples of Australia by establishing an Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander voice. Do you approve this proposed alteration? A majority of national votes are first required in order for the referendum to succeed, and a majority of states are required as well, meaning 4 of 6 states need to vote yes.